5:04 now, and this morning police are trying to track down the person who set fire to two ballot drop boxes, one in Vancouver, Washington, another in Portland.
And hundreds of ballots are considered lost right now. King 5 Savannah Welch joins us here in the studio with more on this story. So Savannah, typically there are measures in place to prevent something like this from happening, right?
There are, Mimi, and that's really the big question this morning. Officials don't know why the automatic fire suppression devices that were in both boxes only worked on the Portland one, and in that box, 3 ballots burned compared to the hundreds destroyed in the Vancouver box. This happened early yesterday morning, both incidents just hours apart from each other. The fire in Vancouver was reported near the Fisher's Landing Transit Depot, and officers found a device next to the ballot box. They say it was smoking and on fire. As for the one in Portland, police say they determined an incendiary device was put on the box to ignite that fire. And for those voters whose ballots burned, many filled out their replacement ballots in person yesterday.
Not everybody gets to vote twice.
My vote's important as the person who burned my ballot. And no matter who you're voting for, that's your right.
Now, police say they think the same suspect is behind both cases Monday and a third ballot box fire in Vancouver that was back on October 8th. The FBI is investigating all 3 cases. Governor Inslee released a statement saying in part, quote, "This was a violent attack on democracy, and we will do everything to keep our election system strong and secure in Washington." He also says there will now be 24-hour enhanced security around drop-off locations. We don't know whether he means all drop sites or just those involved in these situations. But in situations like this, the first thing voters should do is check the status of their ballot online. If it's not marked as received, voters should contact their local elections office just to double check, and if needed, fill out a new ballot. Savannah Welch, King 5 News.
And voters who put their ballot in that drop box in Vancouver are part of one of the tightest, most watched races in the state right now. It's a rematch from 2022 in the 3rd congressional district that spans southwest Washington. Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez is the Democratic incumbent seeking a second term. She's being challenged again by Republican Joe Kent. Democrats flipped the seat 2 years ago. Before that, Republicans held it for more than a decade.
Now to the presidential race, where both candidates have just a week left to make their case to the nation. Tonight, Vice President Harris will make a speech at the site where former President Trump spoke directly before the January 6th Capitol attack. She's looking to drive home her case that he's a threat to democracy in front of an expected audience of more than 20,000 people. Last night at a rally in Michigan, Harris once again faced protesters over the war in Gaza.
I hear you. On the subject of Gaza, we all want this war to end as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, the Trump campaign is working to distance itself from bipartisan backlash over a comedian's racist remarks at the Trump Madison Square Garden rally on Sunday, including calling Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. The campaign says that does not reflect former President Trump's views, and his running mate added this.
I'm not going to comment on the specifics of the joke, but I think that we have to stop getting so offended at every little thing in the United States of America. I'm so over it.
Tonight, Trump will rally again in eastern Pennsylvania.